Guys, I hope all of you are doing good. Welcome to my channel, and today I'll be talking about one of the most epic story of my life that happened while I was on my solo trip in Thailand. The second day of my Thailand trip, I lost my phone. Yes, you heard that right. I lost my phone and I lost my shit also at the same time. I don't even know where to begin because I went to the whole Patong beach, Bangla Street. It was crazy to watch, and I went with a couple of friends from the hostel. That's what it's known for. Just went for the hype, and then we all went to like play snooker and stuff, and that's where I lost my phone. I feel like they tricked me. It was a setup because we were just playing the snooker, and then we were having some drinks, and two Thai ladies sent me flowers randomly and telling me that, oh, you're so beautiful, it's my birthday. I was like, cool, and I was being nice, right? And I've heard so many good things about Thai people, and I was being super kind. And they were also very kind, to be honest. They were like very, very sweet to me, and little did I know that I don't know. I still don't know if they did this on purpose or it was a mistake. I have no idea. But yeah, where they were just talking to me, and I was sitting right opposite to their table, all right? And then, a friend of mine was like, you know what, it's her birthday. I think we should go give her a hug. And that's when I went near them, and I left my phone and my power bank right where I was sitting. And so I went to the other side, and at this point my phone is here and I'm here, and I can still see my phone. And then we were just talking, it was super nice. Then she was like, okay, let's exchange Instagram. And that's when I went back to get my phone and placed it right in front of me. I also had my pashmina on, so I put my phone, power bank, and my pashmina on top of it after we exchanged Instagram. So at this point, like, these two Thai ladies are sitting like next to each other, and I'm between. This is the exact position, and I'm standing, I'm talking to them. And then they were about to close the snooker bar, and I was like, okay, I think we should leave. And they left before I did. So it was really sweet. They said bye, I hope to see you, call us if you're still around. Very sweet, okay? It did not look sus or feel sus at all. And then after they left, I was like, okay, let me grab my phone. And then I see just my power bank and my cable and my pashmina. That's it. My phone is not there. I don't see my phone. And I am flipping at this point. I'm like, wait, this can't happen to me. Like, is it crazy? Like, am I dreaming? Is this happening? Like, I don't have my phone. Like, I actually lost my phone, or did they take it? And it was so weird at that point. I was like, okay, what am I supposed to do now? Can I go and find it? Like, can I go behind them? Because it was just 5 minutes, but I don't know if they took a bike, taxi, who knows, right? I don't know if they're walking. I have no idea. But luckily, I was with a friend who is an American, and he was so helpful. I didn't know if I should like track them. What am I supposed to do? Thank God that I remember my Apple ID and password. Like, without that, I don't think so. It's impossible for you to track, and it's very important for you guys to also remember your Apple ID and password. And I'm so lucky to have an iPhone, to be honest. Like, it is really a savior. There were CCTV cameras. We were like, okay, can you like show us the camera? Like, let's see. Like, I lost my phone. Guards, they were so stubborn at that point. They were like, no, it's not our problem. We're not going to show you the camera. Like, it's not happening. Go file a case, get a report from the police station, and then maybe we'll talk about it. I was like, dude, it's 4 a.m. in the morning. Like, you really like think, why can't you just be a little nice? But I think that's how it works. Maybe I'm not the first person losing the phone. There are plenty of tourists coming there, and maybe it's every other person that loses the phone. And then luckily this guy I was with helped me track the phone, like, because I logged into his phone, and then I'm seeing like my phone is not so far away, but it's right there. And we took a bike, and I followed. And then I go, there were a bunch of local Thai guys playing volleyball or something. And I was like, guys, listen, like the, the location is here. Have you seen any phone? And then they insisted, they were like, this is not gonna work out. You have to go to the police station and file a report. I was like, oh my god, that's like the last place that you want to go to while you're on your trip. At least, I mean, if I was with my friends, it's a different story, and I'm traveling solo. It's my first time outside India, like, losing my phone. It's crazy. And then I went to the police station. I was like, listen, I lost my phone. Can you please help me? And they're like, oh my god, again. And that reaction really sent me. I was like, oh my god, okay, I'm not the only one. There are plenty of people losing their phones. And then I filed a report, and they gave me a copy that I can, like, I'll have to come back in the afternoon and show them. And then I was still not happy, because I was like, you know what, come with me. I can see my phone, I can track my phone, I can see where my phone is going. It's just moving away from me. You can just come, send someone, let's go find it. They were like, no, it's not happening. They were really stern about it. I was like, cool, whatever. But then I, just for my own satisfaction, I still went, tracked, till the last location where it stopped moving until one point. Of course, me and my friend, we went in the cab. We got in a cab, and then we went followed. At this point, even the cab driver is like, this is not happening. Y'all are taking advantage of the cab drivers and stuff. I felt really bad, but he just ranted a little bit, and then he was really helpful. He was like, and then I was like, please, it's my phone. I really need it. And then he was really kind, and he helped me throughout. And apparently he was also like planning, like, okay, don't worry, we'll get her phone. He was telling my friend, in the morning after they dropped me off. But yeah, before that, we went to the last location that my phone stopped moving, and I see my phone is like literally 50 meters away. Okay, I'm here and it's 50 meters away, and I can see it, but it's in a neighborhood, like it's a local neighborhood. Okay, I cannot possibly go and knock on anyone's door. It's 5 a.m. in the morning, and I cannot really do anything, but I just know where my phone is. So that at least gave me a little peace of mind, and I went back to my hostel. It's so funny, like, just see the Indian mindset. Okay, like, I went back to the hostel, and then there was this Indian dude who walked down. I was like, hey, good morning, I lost my phone, can you help me out? And he's like, oh, you lost your phone? Forget about it, dude, like, you're not gonna find it. I was like, come on, like, at least try, like, see something else. Maybe, most of them don't really find it, but in my head, I just know that I would find my phone end of the day, like, because I can still see it. I was hoping until I lose the track, like, I am gonna find it, I'm gonna still track it down. And then I met this another Indian lady who was so helpful. She was really smart and had so much patience, and she was like, you know what, come sit, let's figure this out. And then she asked me to lock my phone immediately. I logged into my hostel desktop, and I started tracking my phone again. At this point, my phone's not moving. It's in the same place that I tracked it down last. Then I was like, okay, I can see it, and I showed her. Then she's like, you know what, can you lock the phone? I was like, okay, you really want me to lock the phone? Are you sure if I lock the phone, I'll be able to track it? And she's like, of course, you'll still be able to track it. I was like, okay, sure. And then I locked the phone, and then came this whole, sound thing that I forgot what it's called. Yeah, you just keep clicking that, and I think it your phone kind of makes a noise, which must be really annoying. And I kept, pressing that. And then I also sent them a text. As soon as you lock your phone, you also get an option saying you want to send a text. And that's a great option, to be honest. Like, I sent my hostel address and the guy's number in Thai and in English. And I also mentioned, like, I will give you money. Please give me my phone. I really need my phone. I can pay you. I can give you some reward. And then I typed it down in both English and in Thai. And hours later, I went back to the police station. And at this point, everybody was so helpful. Like, it's been like almost 8 hours that I'm kind of like surviving No, it's almost been like 5 hours without my phone, and I'm like, I haven't eaten anything, I haven't slept. I'm just overthinking, like, this is not how I wanted my trip to go. There's so many thoughts. That's more than anything, I was so scared of losing my data because I technically cannot use my Instagram, Gmail, nothing without my phone. Everything has this code that I need to enter, which is good and bad at the same time during such situations, I believe. And then later, when I went back to the police station, there was this Polish couple who already had some shit going on, and she still was so kind in offering, helping me out and handing me her phone so I could, like, track again. And then 45 minutes pass, and then they assign me a cop, and then I'm trying to log in through his phone, and he doesn't remember his Apple ID and password. So somehow we were trying to, because obviously cops, they're not going to give you their phone and be like, okay, I'll figure it out. No, they're gonna stand next to you. They're like, no, and I cannot speak Thai. Like, come on, like, I'm not able to understand, and he doesn't speak English. And it was such a, can you imagine what I went through? Like, I was not able to explain myself, and he's like, wait. So many things was happening, which was crazy, to be honest. It is an experience. And then I somehow managed, I was like, what, please give me your phone. I will try and figure this out. Let's see. And then thank God I was able to log into my Apple ID, and I was like, cool, okay. And now I see my phone, and guess what? They had handed my phone to this police station called Khatu police station. Oh my God. And I was like, okay, wait. I showed the cop. I was like, listen, I think it's in the police station. And they were like, okay, let's see. And all of them were like super excited. They're like, okay, I think it's in the police station. And they make a call there and they confirm. They tell me, yes, it's a pink iPhone. I was like, yes, it is. And then I went back there and collected my phone. Oh my God, this was one of the craziest story of my life that has ever happened. Like, this is unbelievable. Like, I just felt like, God was protecting me throughout, and maybe to even, I don't know what was his plan, to be honest. I still don't know if this was a mistake or was it on purpose. I still don't know. I hope it was a mistake, because I don't know, if it wasn't a mistake, they wouldn't be returning it, right? So I don't know yet, but it's still a mystery that I probably would never find an answer to. But yeah, I found my phone. Oh my God, within like 9 to 10 hours, which is, I think it's great, because I believed in myself and I was like, yes, I'm definitely gonna find it, and I'm not leaving Thailand without my phone. And yeah, this is the story. Like, it was one crazy story. Lesson learned, of course. Like, always be careful with your phone and your belongings. No matter how safe you might think you are not in crowded places. Like, things can happen, like, things can go wrong. So just be prepared, and be very, very mindful about your belongings. Like, I am a very responsible person, to be honest, and this happened with me in a split second. Like, it was such a trap. I didn't tell you guys how they actually flicked my phone. Like, I left my phone and I just turn, like, a lady boy walks in, and I just look at this person for like 2 seconds this side. I turn this in, and that's when I think this lady just took the phone. I think so, I'm assuming, but I'm not sure. I'm not sure if it's true or not, but yeah, this is what I felt. So yeah, be careful with your things, and always remember your Apple ID and password. Like, it is so important. Like, trust me, if not that, I don't think so I would have found my phone. Like, really, for sure. Like, I know it would have gone. I would have probably come back or bought a new phone and still not have fun. It would have been another way. Yeah, so yeah, this is my story. I hope nobody goes through what I went through, but it was fun. I think it was just an experience overall. I think I'm really very, very lucky. So yeah, guys, But apart from that, I think Thailand is the most beautiful place to ever visit. Everybody should go there. And I'll be sharing many more videos from Thailand. You know, if you guys are interested, please like, share, and subscribe. I think subscription would really help me. It kind of like helps me, it pushes me, it boosts me to do more. And I hope this video reaches everybody, and please be careful. Don't just be in that whole vacation mode and forget what you're carrying with you. Stay tuned, and support me if you can. Just even like clicking the like and watching this video. Just 10 minutes of your time is all I ask. It's just that. So yeah, thank you so much. See you in the next one. Bye.